Did you miss me? We're back. Shadow Dragons, no item runs. Stage 3, OCEANUS Shenron. This one, not hard. Honestly, recorded it like a week ago. I don't even remember what happened. Probably more than a week ago at this point, but that's beside the point. We're here. We're ready to go. This one, you guys saw the team. We had 2 Piccolos running around. We have the thumbnail unit, the Buu Saga Duo. We have both the 5-year Easy A's. We have Trunks and Vegeta chilling down there, and then we also have our good friend Gamma A1. Gamma Uno. What's one? Ichi? Something like that in Japan? Number 1, you know? It's all fun, right? Gamma Uno. That's what we're going to call him today. But beside the point, we have all types of fun stuff going on. We got Piccolo doing his thing. We got Gamma 1 doing his thing, floating, not dying, being a badass, you know, what Gamma 1 does, typical mumbo jumbo, all that fun stuff. Then we have this Buu Saga Duo, everybody's favorite unit, right? The least controversial anniversary release of all time for sure. Everybody loves this unit. They always talk about how good he is. They've never talked about how they're average, how they're not even top 10. There are people that like to say that, by the way. But that's beside the point. We're here to just let these guys cook, right? I mean, here we go. Triple super right off the bat, doing plenty of damage to this type disadvantage enemy. He's getting his ish rocked by the 8-year duo here. Unfortunately, mine is only 55%, so that is where things can get a little bit problematic. You know, units at 55% in this game, they tend to be hit or miss, right? Especially when they're very dependent on additional supers, crits, all that fun stuff. It can be a little bit tricky, but, you know, that's beside the point. Whenever we get to the standby mode, they're invincible anyway, so it's whatever. But look at Gogeta go. Really, when I ever find an excuse to use the 5-year Easy A's, Gogeta and Vegito, I always just throw them on the team. They're just so much fun. When you can run them together, unlike they pair up on slot 4, or turn 4, and then they get all types of, you know, guaranteed dodge. They're doing double, they're doing triple supers, over 10 million. There, you can't hit them. It's a lot of fun. So the idea here is that we float off Vegito, and then we put Trunks and Vegeta into slot 1, and then we have Gamma 1 right here. Because I don't remember. I think what we do is we put Piccolo with the Buu duo, and then we put Trunks and Vegeta with another Piccolo. I think that's kind of the idea. Like what we want to have to do is have like a tank with the Piccolo. That's kind of the strategy we're going here for in this specific run. Like I said, this was like a week ago, so you know it's kind of like one of those things. After you complete it, you want to kind of get it out of your head, unless you record it right away. But in this case, I'm not. Yeah, the date on this one is May 3rd, so I did this one 8 days ago. So we're going to be banging out the last 3 stages here one by one coming up. We'll have another one. We'll have stage 2 tomorrow, and then we'll have stage 1 on Saturday, because today's Thursday, right? Yeah, so so Saturday will be the last day for this, and then we will be able to move on to different types of content. But I figured I just wanted to get this out of the way because I do know it will be coming to global in a few months, and this will kind of help people build teams when that time does come. We'll probably do global guides, take advantage of like units that came out on global. For example, God Goku, the Golden Week units. For the original set of these, we did not have those units, so it's going to look a little bit different than what it did when it came out for the 8th anniversary on JP. But that is the case every year where global, with the schedule and just kind of the way things do work, you just have a couple more options. Like you aren't going to have the 5-year Easy A's, but the 5-year Easy A's are not like the key to beating these, right? They help, but you absolutely do not need them. They are a luxury. They're just fun to use. They are not like make or break units in any shape of the word, right? So you guys won't have to worry about not having the 5-year Easy A's until part 3. And if you want to wait, worldwide is like, you know, a month and a half, like basically 2 months after the anniversary starts. So you could just wait until then, maybe pull the worldwide units, maybe their power crept beyond whatever the Shadow Dragon event is. We're not sure yet because we haven't gotten a jump in difficult content since, I would say, Sin, really. And Sin isn't really even that much of a jump. He's just a tough fight. Like conceptually, he's not bringing anything to the table that we haven't seen before, right? Because, you know, he doesn't even have an AoE super. He just does a lot of AoEs, right? And that's where things get really tricky. So definitely not a pushover, but I wouldn't say it's like this massive jump in terms of like, if you compare Sin to Red Zone Broly, it's not that different, right? Like it's different like in the sense that units can take more per normal because with all those AoEs and everything that he's doing, Broly obviously doesn't have those AoE normals, so like if a unit is in slot 2 or slot 3, you don't have to worry about them getting hit, but that is where Sin does have it, because I would say that Sin's probably the hardest fight in the game, but when you're using a team like the one you're watching on the screen, it's really going to be tough for any team or for any boss to make it look difficult, right? Just because you have so many offensive and defensive options. And you guys will really just be able to see that in full force right here. So I think Vegito is still floated off, right? Yeah, so right here, this is what I'm talking about with Gogeta, right? Like, we just don't even think about it. Just throw him in slot 1, let him get all the damage in. He can just do his thing, get that attack built up, and, you know, we'll go ahead and move on to the next phase here. Now, if I was playing this smart, I wanted to build up Gogeta a little bit, but maybe what I should have done is thrown Trunks and Vegeta in slot 1. But this also helps us from taking 0 damage, but it would have been nice for Trunks and Vegeta to have a little bit of build-up going into the next phase, because Oceanus is one of those 2-phase fights, so... It's not that it makes it difficult, it just makes Trunks and Vegeta a little bit more suspect to take damage there. But I think we really have nothing to worry about. We're in the same situation right here, where we have Piccolo, we have Vegito Blue. We just have a whole lot of options here to cook, right? So we got, you know, all types of fun stuff. So we have Piccolo, Vegito Blue, the Buu duo. I don't remember if we do the standby or not. I don't think we do, just because, like, we're probably not even going to reach the point where it's going to be efficient anyway. So I think what we're going to do here is we just want to like ensure that we lock up the 24 key with the Buu duo, make sure we get all the stacks in that we need, and then Oceanus can do 7 supers here if she wants. She's not touching Vegito Blue, so it's fine. Let him do his thing, let us get his dodges in, and then I think right here, like, we can count how many supers Vegito does. My guess is he's going to do 4. Usually he does 3 to 4, and this is when he's going to go 2, and I'm going to look like a jackass, but there we go. We got 2. I think he's, like, almost guaranteed to do 3, right? That's just kind of how this unit is built. So here we go, boom. Okay, yeah, he only did 2. I knew that was gonna happen. But if we got the 18 key there, we would have been able to see, like, him at full force, right? So that's fine. We'll move him into slot 2 on the next turn and go ahead and let him cook. We have Piccolo doing his thing. He's stacking up, getting all these offense in, the defense in, hitting critting for 5.3. Not bad whatsoever. Had that type advantage. Not worried about him taking damage at all. Same thing with the Buu duo. Now that the super's out of the way, we are good to go. Now, I know with these ones, there are missions, so what we'll probably do, when this comes out to global, I'll do, like, the GT Heroes team missions and all that, because that is where this does get a little bit tricky. They kind of do, like, those Red Zone Broly missions where you have to do them with, like, a certain category, and we have to clear them within a certain amount of turns. So that's where, like, the difficulty comes from this stuff, is, like, you know, it's the artificial difficulty, right? Where it's like you're restricted to what you can use and restricted to what you can do. That is where the difficulty really comes from in this game, right? Because when you can just cook with any team, you could just run, like, the superhero, the movie hero, Battle of Wits team, whatever you want to call it, and you can just cook through every event, right? Like, this team, it's obviously not invincible, but it is very hard to lose with this team, right? Because right there, like, that boss is, like, only hitting for 54k on the unit that sometimes can be suspect defensively, right? So now I don't think we do Orange Piccolo here. Maybe we do, but I feel like he just will slow us down too much. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of defense though. 230k. What you're watching is probably me thinking about, like, should I do Orange Piccolo? I don't know, because, like, I just, like, with Orange Piccolo, obviously what's there not to love about Orange Piccolo? It's just, it slows the gameplay down so much, and it turns, especially when one is at 55%, he's just not going to be doing that much. When you take a unit that's, like, it's just slowing the gameplay down to such a crawl, right? It's going to turn this 9-minute gameplay into a 15-minute gameplay. Maybe not that much, but it'll be like 11 to 12 minutes. So it's like, do I want to add the extra 3 minutes onto the gameplay when we don't need to? I could, but again, relying on his crits is sometimes tough to do. But nonetheless, we do end up getting the win, as you guys know, because you are watching this video. So here we go. Boom, double digits right there. Now, Trunks and Vegeta are doing their thing. They're not going to take 460k from a super. I don't believe they have lost their guard yet, because it's not 5 turns from their first appearance. They were out on slot 2, or turn 2, so I believe it will be turn 7 when they lose it. So here we go. We check. I believe we still have the guard, but if it doesn't, no, we don't have the guard. Okay, so that's fine. But this is what I was talking about earlier when I wanted them to get hit first. That's what I was talking about. So that way they weren't fully built up at that point. So that was on me, but I was just like, you know what? Let's stack Gogeta's attack up. I let my love for the 5-year fusions get in the way of doing the smart move, right? So now I believe Vegito is on the next turn. Gogeta's cooking, doing his thing. So I want to say we do an active skill to finish this one off. So let me know down below what you guys think of this specific run. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you are new around here so you don't miss out on any of my Dokkan content. Vegito is going to send us off here, so I hope you guys are excited for whenever this guy comes out to global. So that's all I really got for you today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody. I'm doing kind of a long outro here because the gameplay's still going, so. Yeah, oh, by the way, you also have to finish her off with a super attack, so boom. I'm just going until it says it's done recording, so I don't want to leave like with a... Okay, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.